Jim and Terry Show coming to you from the Hobbit Hole Studio in Bob Cajun. I'm one of your hosts, Terry. And
I will lay me down.
Those are the cheap sound effects from our music department, a.k.a. Jim. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about a bridge too far. The Gordie Howe Bridge. Elbows up, Canada.
Yeah. What a stupid thing. And this is directly, again, on Trump, because Trump has stopped it. The bridge is done. It's finished. Totally paid for by Canada, using 50% American workers. America owns half of it.
And American product had to be in the bridge, too, so the steel had to be 50%.
And America owns half of it. They own half that bridge.
How can they own half if Canada paid for the whole thing?
It's part of the agreement. So they own half of it.
We put it up and they own half?
They own half.
That's like the St. Lawrence Seaway. Canada built that, too.
The only thing is, any tolls will go to Canada until the cost is paid.
Good.
Then any tolls
and then it's
go
50-50.
Then it's 50-50.
Excellent plan.
So excellent plan.
I like that.
Modern bridge will help.
Have you seen it? It's a beautiful bridge.
It's gorgeous. Help commerce, help tourism, and everything. But then Lutnuck.
I'm not even going to correct you anymore because I like your slang.
Yeah, he has a friend in Michigan who happens to own the bridge.
Oh, really?
And that family wants the bridge to be a legacy and stay and make money. Not to mention it's summer and tourist season and everything else.
Of course.
So he sent $1 million to Trump's campaign.
His back pocket.
I think it's his back pocket. And Trump stopped the bridge. There's no reason the bridge can't be open other than Trump is just enriching his friends. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. And of course, Trump got the Supreme Court. He's exempt from any prosecution. So here he is wrecking economies on two sides of the border just because he has a friend who's a billionaire. Just all those. And America, wake up. That's what your country's going to become. A bunch of ants working for the bees. And they're going to be all in power.
I think if America is not careful, those bridges are going to be like Sarah Palin's famous bridge to nowhere in Alaska.
Yeah.
The unused bridge, because once America starts tariffing the heck out of Canada and we start shifting production exports to other countries, the north-south traffic, as we've seen with the passenger traffic to the United States, is down. It will continue to plummet. America, you can have it. You can do whatever you want. Stay in your own little neck of the woods and don't trade with us. That's right. Fine.
And then you could just cut at the bridge, put a little wall up in the middle, and that would be one of those tourist things. You go walking out, look at the river, and go, I'm above the river, But you're right, because eventually people like Mexico are going to benefit from the tourists that aren't going to go to your country.
That's right.
Because it becomes harder and harder to go to your country. And then other countries around the world are going to say, hey, look, let's give Canada some real good deals here. They pump billions into the United States in tourism. Let's get them to come to us. And then other places are going to really start saying, yeah, come to Nova Scotia. Yeah, come to PEI. Come to Newfoundland. And eventually, over time, it might take 50 years. It might take more. But eventually, it's going to shift. Number one, I believe it's irreversible. I don't believe any government can come into the United States again, and any other country is going to trust them. You're always now going to be looked at someone who one day could wake up and say, we want all the resources of Canada, and we don't even believe in sovereign nations. We're just going to be a nation to take over other nations. That's always going to be the worry. And a perfect example of what can happen when you've got the wrong person in power, you've got a billion-dollar bridge sitting there ready to make many people's lives better, and you got, for $1 million, it's been closed because Trump's now $1 million richer. Number one, he doesn't need another fund if he follows the whole pattern. You can't run again as president of the United States. But we'll see about that, because that's one of these days we got to do a show on all the fragile areas in which civil war could break out. or the destruction of a nation can happen. And there's many. I think one of the problems is now they're saying because of Kennedy and vaccines and stuff, people aren't taking. Now they got a really bad flu breakout in the United States.
Excuse me.
Because as much as you want to worship your country, you're not exempt from the diseases and the bugs and the things that just get human beings. If you're going to take down all that your country developed, you're going to get all the things that the country developed those things to prevent. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now you got a bunch of, unless part of the plan is to kill off a lot of your population.
Well, I think so. RFK Jr. has if I could write the playbook, just like you said, if you could write the book about how to be the Antichrist, Trump is the living embodiment of all your lessons.
Yeah, just follow that.
Just follow that. Well, RFK is the same for health. Outside of red dye, maybe he's got me on that one. But the rest of it, this is hocus pocus alamagocus, to quote a children's show in Toronto.
Oh, yeah, and you don't want to put a vaccine in your kid's arm because that make that kid autistic or something, whatever they're threatening. Yeah. But for ages, we've been having these diseases under control, including measles. And because the United States let their guard down, Canada got it because we didn't need the vaccines anymore for that because it was beat. So, but now it's not beat because in our boosters or whatever we get, there's a little bit of that in there preventing from getting measles.
All right.
So everything they get, either we lock up the borders like a science fiction movie,
right,
or we're going to get it. Because it's just like having a brother that doesn't believe in COVID, gets COVID, spreads it to the old lady at the old age home because he doesn't believe in COVID, and she dies of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a fact of observing. So what's going to happen in the United States when it gets to the point where it's ignoring all the things that were developed, a lot of it by them, ignoring it, the rest of the world's going to pay. Because now you're going to have flu victims flying because that's your problem, not mine. I might have a cold. I'm just booking it anyways. I'm just going to do it anyways.
In the conspiracy world, there is still the memes about Fauci, that Fauci was part of the plandemic, that Fauci's to blame, that the virus is grown by Fauci's lab in cahoots with China.
Yeah, he went over to China. He did. And he went in there without nobody knowing, and he went into the labs and released the COVID vaccine. Come on, Terry. Where's your mind? And then he snuck back and became the leader of the fight against it.
To make money.
To make money, obviously, to enrich himself.
Right.
And have all those death threats because he likes to live on the edge.
I'd rather have the UV light stuck up my posterior, I think, or take the horse medication.
Well, I have zero respect for anybody that joins teams with President Trump.
No.
I don't care if all his policies work out to work good and America gets exalted into godhood. I don't like the way the guy operates.
The thing about Kennedy Jr., we've known about him for years. Yeah. We've known that he's been up to no good, that he is really basically certifiable in terms of crazy land, la, la, la. And yet he's now in charge of CDC and Make America Healthy Again?
Yeah, that was, the guy who cuts the penis off a raccoon.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to make him my Department of Health.
And I'm going to put him in charge of CDC. What? And this is the incompetence, and maybe we can wrap this up with talking about the incompetence that, I'm sorry, go to your favorite place, the Department of War.
Oh, jeepers. And a new general is just a 4-star, well-respected general.
A warrior.
A warrior is stepping down, retiring. And, of course, all eyes are pointing at Pete Hegseth because he's obviously getting everybody out of the way that might actually love America.
That might actually hold Hegseth accountable.
And hold him accountable.
And do not follow illegal orders.
But my version of the end of things is not going to work out.
Is this the end of days? Is this an Armageddon?
Because Trump's done a very clever thing here.
Trump's not smart enough to do it clever, but go ahead.
When he leaves office, right, if he's alive, when he leaves office, he is going to, like he did with, what do you call it when you pardon? He's going to pardon All the people, and he has the right to do that. So he's pre-pardoned before. So before he leaves office, he'll pardon all his sycophants, all of them. So Hegseth, everybody, they're going to be pardoned. They can't be prosecuted.
All the people that he hired from Fox News?
Here's the clever part. Should he pass away, then they're not protected. So we got to keep this guy alive.
I didn't know that.
Well, until he pardons them. He can only pardon them as a president.
As
So
a
it's
living president.
Yeah, he's got to pardon them within 2.5 years. They got to be pardoned, pre-pardoned, right? If he's planning on going at all, which I don't think he is.
This is a diabolical plot.
So the diabolical plot is, now I got you all. You better make sure I stay alive.
Pump him full of formaldehyde. That's what I say.
You better make sure I stay alive.
Make sure he's well preserved.
And he will not pardon him till the last week of his administration.
Keep him alive. I want to see more ketchup smeared on the wall because things are going to heat up. I got a feeling. I hope so.
There'll be other stuff.
Cemetery Show. Signing off. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
It's complicated, this relationship I have with my morning coffee. It's from the way that I